watching Heavy Metal News Weekly, and here are this week's news. Megadeth, Pantera, Airborne and Bullet for My Valentine are among the artists who are featured on the soundtrack to NHL 11, an ice hockey video game for Xbox 360, which is set to release on September 7, 2010. The game is developed by EA Canada and published by EA Sports. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Pantera's landmark album Cowboys from Hell, Rhino has rounded up a 3-disc Ultimate Edition, a 3-disc Deluxe Edition and a 2-disc Expanded Edition. All 3 editions include a newly remastered version of the original album, along with unreleased and rare live performances from the Cowboys from Hell tour. The Ultimate and Deluxe Editions will also feature a disc of unreleased demos for nearly every album track, plus The Will to Survive, a previously unreleased song recorded during the album's sessions. The deluxe and expanded editions of Cowboys from Hell will be released on September 14th at all retail outlets, including www.pantera.com and www.rhino.com. Sepultura, Unearthed and Evergreen Terrace are among the newly confirmed bands for this year's edition of the European Persistence Tour, which is set to kick off early December. Nightwish mainman Thomas Holopainen comments on the songwriting process. The first week is almost through and we're off to a fantastic start. The first song put together ended up having one of the best choruses we've ever had, and the classic Nightwishy C part of heavy guitars, a massive string riff and everything louder than anything. Song number 2 is a twisted marriage of Van Halen, Pantera and Maddox vocals and Quentin Tarantino guitars in the bridge. In between the distorted racket we sat down with Empu to complete one acoustic piece. A nice journey back to the roots, sounds like a Moomin Valley Christmas carol. Then another song, Back to the Roots, everyone's favorite surprise at the moment. I dug up my inner Paradise Lost, my Dying Bride fanboy, and this funeral march is the result. Music for the last song rehearsed is so far written by Marco, a wonderfully catchy track with the choruses repeated 5 times. MusicUniverse.net conducted an interview with drummer Christoph Schneider from German industrial metallers Rammstein, who were performing at the Quebec Summer Festival in Quebec City, Canada. And Schneider said in that interview that the band is planning on releasing a live DVD, but it will be a bit different DVD than the previous Völkerball, but he didn't specify in what way, saying it is still a secret at the moment. And in an interview to Metal Hammer magazine, he said that he is planning on working on his solo project also when the band has some free time. Moonspell and Endstille have been confirmed for the Eindhoven Metal Meeting set to take place September 17 to 18, 2010 in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. But Catatonia has been forced to cancel its appearance at the event. Slayer drummer Dave Lombardo recently sat down with Germany's Intro magazine and offered his opinion on several different pop releases. He was particularly impressed by Germany's mayer-landrut, who won the 2010 Eurovision Song Contest. Metallica's latest album Death Magnetic was officially certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America for shipments in the United States in excess of 2 million copies. Available in bookstores across Europe and scheduled for release in North America and Australia on October 1st, Sex Tips from Rock Stars, in Their Own Words, the new book from rock historian Paul Miles. Published by Omnibus Press, Sex Tips from Rock Stars, in Their Own Words is the first confessional study of rock stars' sexual adventures told by the rock stars themselves. Featuring many celebrated rockers sharing their do's and don'ts in the bedroom, this book is an extensive and explosive, no-holds-barred sex, drugs and rock and roll expose. To celebrate the forthcoming release of Iron Maiden's new album, Final Frontier, Metal Hammer magazine has collaborated with the legendary British metal group and HD 3D originators Hive Associates to bring you one of the coolest magazine covers ever. Next month's Hammer will also come packaged with the free Iron Maiden The Final Frontier mouse mat. Surviving Heaven and Hell members Tommy Iommi, Geezer Butler and Winnie Appice played a very special tribute to their fallen bandmate Ronnie James Dio at this year's High Voltage Festival in the UK. The musicians were joined by the legendary Deep Purple and Black Sabbath man Glenn Hughes and Norwegian vocalist Jørn Lande, who sings for power metallers Masterplan and has just released his own tribute to Ronnie. Vocalist Magnus Mas Broberg of Swedish black metalers Dark Funeral has released the following statement. I would like to inform all of our fans that on Saturday, August 21st at the Summer Breeze Festival in Germany, I will be doing my last show with Dark Funeral. Naturally, I have mixed feelings about the decision, but it is final. So these were the news for this week, and I also have a question for you this week. The last festival I went to was Tuska Open Air in Finland. So my question to you is, what festival did you visit the last, or what was the last gig you attended? So leave your answers in the comment section below, and as always you can find links to all the bands' websites and to heavymetalnewsweekly.webs.com, this news section homepage also. So have a great week and see you next week with new news.